Next, we are discussing our next chapter. That one is algebraic expressions and identities. Then we already know what in by expressions means algebraic expression. Then what is algebraic expression? Algebraic expression formed by the variables and constant. Constant means numbers. Expression is a combination of variables and constant. Okay. For example, 2x minus 5. 2x minus 5 is an algebraic expression. Then this one is formed by the expression is formed by using the variable x and the numbers 2 and 5. Okay. 7x plus 5. 7x plus 5. 7x plus 5 is an algebraic expression is formed by variables and constants or the numbers 7 and 5. Okay. 3x is an algebraic expression is an expression. The 3x is formed by using the number 3 and the variable x. Okay. So what is expression? Expression is a combination of numbers or constants and variables. Okay. Then now we got the idea about expression. The next in this expression, here we wrote the two expressions 4x plus 5 and 7xy plus 5x. Okay. Then the 4x plus 5, then we use the 4x and 5 and we adding them, correct? And 7x plus 5x, how do we form this expression? Here we add 7xy and 5x. Okay, here we forming this type of expression or this expression, we adding the first 4x and 5. Okay, then what are we adding here to form an expression? Here we adding 4x and 5. So we call the 4x and 5 are the terms of the expressions. Okay, terms of the expression. Then 4x is a term. The first term of the expression is 4x and the second term is 5. In the second expression 7xy is the first term and 5x is the second term. Okay, then how do we form an expression? Yes, the terms are added to form expression. Okay, then what is that? Terms are added to form an expression. The first point, what is that? The terms are added to form an expressions. Terms add ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് എന്തുണ്ടാക്കുന്നത്? Expression form ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Okay, then one example 3x minus 5. 3x minus 5 is an algebraic expression. Then what is expression? Expression we saying there terms are added, but here what we do it here, we subtracting 3x and 5 are subtracting, correct? Then this one is against the definition, am I right? So but it's not correct, this satisfies the definition. Why? Because 3x minus 5 is possible to rewrite as 3x plus minus 5, correct? 3x minus 5 is same as 3x plus minus 5. So after changing 3x minus 5 like this, what is this? We adding the terms to form an expression. 3x minus 5 എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഏതിന് ഈക്വൽ ആണ്? 3x plus minus 5 ന് ഈക്വൽ ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ 3x plus minus 5 എന്ന് എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്തായി? നമ്മളിവിടെ എന്താ ചെയ്യുന്നത്? ടേംസ് ആഡ് ചെയ്യുകയാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So every subtraction is possible to write as plus minus, correct? 4x minus 5. 4x minus 5 is possible to write as 4x plus minus 5. So there we form an expression how to for adding the terms. Okay, then example 3x minus 5 and 3xy minus plus 5x, 3xy plus 5x plus 4. Okay, 3xy plus 5x plus 4. Then 3xy, what do we call the 3xy is the first term of the expression, 5x is the second term of the expression, 4 is the third term of the expressions. Okay, then how do we form the expressions? The terms are added to form the expressions. Okay, the terms are added to form the expression. Here the 4x square is also an expression, but here we are not adding anything, correct? No, here also we adding, what are we adding here? Here we adding 4x square plus 0. What we adding here? We not have any number. What is we adding there? 0. Then 4x square is possible to write as 4x square plus 0. 3x, what are we adding there? 3x is an expression. Why? Because 3x is possible to write as 3x plus 0. Okay, then how it will be form the expression? We adding the terms, then the expression will create. Okay, the terms are added to form the expression. What are the terms? Then for to make the expression, what are we using there? There we call the terms. Here 3x is the first term of the expression, minus 5, or 5 is the second term of the expression, minus 5 is the second term of the expression. The second example, 3xy is the first term, 5x is the second term, and 4 is the third term. Okay, here only one term. What is that? 4x square is the term of the last expression. Okay, so I think you got it, that one. Then in this first expression, what are the terms? In 3x minus 5, in 3x minus 5, the terms are 3x and minus 5. Okay, 3x and minus 5. Okay, then in this 3x and minus 5, then what are we using the term? The first term is a product of 3 and x, correct? The first term is a product of 3 and x. Then to form a term, what are we doing there? We multiplying a number and a variable, correct? A number and a variable. So we call the 3 and x are the factors of the term 3x. Okay, what are we multiplying there? To form the terms, that ones are called factors of the terms. Okay, factors. Then in the factor, in the term 3x, 3 and x are called factors. Okay, in the term 3x, 3 and x are called factors. Okay, then what is factors? The terms can be formed by product of factors. എങ്ങനെയാണ് ടേംസ് ഉണ്ടാകുന്നത്? ഫാക്ടേഴ്സ് പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടും ഫാക്ടേഴ്സ് മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് എന്ത് ഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നത്? യെസ്, terms form. Terms can be formed by product of factors. For example, in the term 3x, then what are the factors? 3 and x are called factors. In the term minus 5, what are the factors? Minus 5 and 1, minus 5 and 1. Okay, minus 5 and 1 are the factors. In the example, in the expression 3xy plus 5x plus 4, what are the terms? The terms are 3xy, 5x and 4. In this 3xy, okay, in the term 3xy, what are the factors? What are the factors of the term 3xy? 3x and y are the factors of 3xy. Okay, the term 5x, what are the factors? 5 and x are the factors of 5x. And then what is the factors of, or what are the factors of 4? The term 4, the factors of 4 are 4 and 1. Okay, then here 4x square, what are the 4x square? What are the factors? Here we multiplying 4 and x, correct? So the factors are 4x, 4 and x. Clear? Then I think you got the idea about terms and factors. If we add the terms, then is formed the expressions. If we multiply the factors, then we get terms. Clear? Then here in this each term, the 3xy, in this expression 3x minus 5, then the term 3x, in the term 3x, we multiply a number with the variable x, correct? We multiply the number with the variable x. So the constant, the number is called the coefficient of x. Then in this term, what is the numerical factor, what we call the numerical factor of in each term is called the coefficient of the variable. I think you got this. What is an idea? The last one. In the term, the numerical factor is called coefficient, or numerical coefficient, simply coefficient. Okay. Then here, what is the numerical factor of the term 3x? The numerical factor of the term 3x is 3. So 3 is called the coefficient of x. In this second example, 3xy, 5x and 4. Okay. Then here the term in the term 3xy, what is the numerical factor? The numerical factor. What is the numerical factor here? That in the term 3xy, the numerical factor is 3. Okay, the numerical factor is 3. So 3 is called coefficient of xy. Clear? The coefficient of not x, not y, xy, the coefficient of xy. Then what is 5? Here in this term 5x, 5 is the numerical factor, so 5 is called the coefficient of x. Okay, the numerical factor of a term is called the coefficient. Example. Okay, example. The term 3xy, in the term 3xy, 3 is called the coefficient of xy. Okay, coefficient of xy. In the term 5x, 5 is called the coefficient of x. Okay, ഒരു ടേമിലെ ഫാക്ടർ നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണെന്ത്? കോഎഫിഷ്യന്റ്. അവിടെയുള്ള വാരിയബിൾസിനെ നമ്മൾ മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുന്ന ന്യൂമറിക്കൽ, അതായത് നമ്പർ, ഏത് നമ്പർ കൊണ്ടാണോ മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, വാരിയബിളിനെ മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുന്ന നമ്പറിനെ നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണെന്ത്? കോഎഫിഷ്യന്റ് ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് വാരിയബിൾ. ക്ലിയർ? Now we got the idea about term, factors, coefficient and expressions. Correct? The next we dividing the expressions according to the number of terms. The first one, that one is monomial. Okay, that an expression contains only one term is called monomial. Okay, what is monomial? An expression contains only one term is called monomial. For example, okay, example is 4x square. 4x square is an expression. Okay, then how many terms here? Here we have only one term. What is that? 4x square. Then 4x square is a algebraic expression, contains only one term, so 4x square is a monomial. 9xy. Okay, 9xy is an algebraic expression, contains only one term. It's not separating with the symbol plus 0 or plus like that. Correct? Only one term is there, 9xy. So this expression is called monomial. 3x square y. 3x square y is a algebraic expression, contains only one term, the number 9. Okay, the number 9 is a constant. Correct? Is a constant. Here we not have a variable, but how many term in this expression? Here only one term, so 9 is also called monomial. Okay, then what is monomial? Any expression contains only one term, then is called monomial. Then in this example, what we call 4 as 4x square is a term, then 4 and x square are the factors of the term 4x square, so 4 is called coefficient of x square. Correct? The numerical factor of this term is called the coefficient. Then what is 9? 9 is called the coefficient of xy. Okay, and what is 3? 3 is the coefficient of x square y. the coefficient of x square y. 9 is a constant because there is no variable there, so it's a constant. Then second one, binomial. What is binomial? An expression contains two terms. Then for example, x plus 5. Then x plus 5 is an algebraic expression, contains yes two terms. Here we have the two terms, correct? Then 5xy plus x. 5xy plus x. Then how many terms is there? Here we using the two terms, 5xy and x. So this one is a binomial. 7x square plus 8z. Okay, 7x square plus 8z. 7x square plus 8z, how many terms? Here we use the only two terms. The terms are 7x square and 8z. So this one is called binomial. Okay, so binomial means the expression contains only two terms. Okay, first example, x plus 5. What are the terms? The terms are x and 5. The second example, what are the terms? The terms are 5xy and x. The third one, what are the terms? The terms are 7x square and 8z. Then in this, the first example, in the term x, what are the factors? What are the factors? What is we multiplying with the x here? Yes, we multiplying, there is no number, then we have a number here, the number is 1. Okay, so the factors of the first term is 1 and x. So the 5 and 1. Then what is the coefficient of x? Then which number we multiplying here with x? Here we multiplying the number with, there is no number, we are not seeing a number, but we have a number. What is that number? The number is 1. So 1 is the coefficient of x. Then what is 5 in this, the second example? The second example, the 5 is called the coefficient of xy. And then what is the coefficient of x? Yes, here we are not seeing any number, means here we have a number. What is that number? The number is 1. So coefficient of x is 1. Then what is the coefficient of x square? The coefficient of x square is 7. What is 8? 8 is the coefficient of z. Okay, then the last one, the trinomial. Trinomial means an expression contains three terms. Example, yes, 4x plus 5y plus 1. Okay, 4x, 5y and 1 are the terms. Then how many terms in this expression? 3 terms. So 4x plus 5y plus 1 is a 3 expression contain 3 terms, then is called trinomial. Okay, trinomial. One more example, 4x square plus 7x minus 9. Okay, what are the terms we using here? 4x square, 7x and minus 9. Okay, how many terms? 3 terms. Then the first example, in the term 4x, what are the factors? 4 and x. Then what is the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x is 4. Then what is the coefficient of y? The coefficient of y is 5. Okay, 1 is a constant. Then x square, 4x square, what is the coefficient of x square? That is 4. X coefficient is 7. And what is the constant? The constant is minus 9. Okay, then what is by polynomial? An expression contains one or more terms. ഒരു എക്സ്പ്രഷനിൽ ഒന്നോ അതിൽ കൂടുതലോ ടേം ഉള്ളതിനെ അത്തരം എക്സ്പ്രഷനെയാണ് എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത്? പോളിനോമിയൽ. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് ദ ടുഗദർ the monomial, binomial and trinomial we call polynomial, because if the one term then is called monomial. Monomial is a polynomial. Okay, the two term contain then is called binomial. Binomial is also a polynomial. And trinomial, trinomial is an expression contain 3 terms, so that's also polynomial. Why? Because polynomial means an expression contains one or more terms. ഒന്നോ ഒന്നിൽ കൂടുതലോ ടേംസ് ഉള്ള എല്ലാ എക്സ്പ്രഷനെയും നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണെന്ത്? പോളിനോമിയൽ. ക്ലിയർ? നെക്സ്റ്റ് വി ഡിസ്കസിങ് ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ഐഡിയ. ദാറ്റ് വൺ ഈസ് ലൈക്ക് ആൻഡ് അൺലൈക്ക് ടേംസ്. ദെൻ വാട്ട് ഈസ് ലൈക്ക് ടേം? എ ടേം കണ്ടെയ്ൻസ് സെയിം വാരിയബിൾസ് ആൻഡ് പവേഴ്സ് ഈസ് കോൾഡ് ലൈക്ക് ടേംസ്, അതർവൈസ് അൺലൈക്ക് ടേംസ്. ഓക്കെ, ഒരു ടേമിന് ഒരു ടേമിലുള്ള വാരിയബിൾ അതിൻ്റെ പവറും വാരിയബിളും അതിൻ്റെ പവറും ഓക്കെ വാരിയബിളും അതിൻ്റെ പവറും സെയിം ആണെങ്കിൽ രണ്ട് ടേമിൽ അതിൽ യൂസ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന വാരിയബിളും പവേഴ്സും സെയിം ആണെങ്കിൽ ആ ടേംസിനെയാണ് എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത് ലൈക്ക് ടേംസ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അൺലൈക്ക് okay there we not consider the coefficient, we consider only for the variables and powers. In this the two terms we have the same variable and powers, then is called like terms. Okay, so we classify here the first one. What is the first one? 5x and 7x. Where we using the two terms, the first one is 5x, the second one is 7x. Then we want to identify is a like or unlike. So we think about only for the variable. We think about only for the variable. Here we using the same variables. Yes. Here we use the same variable x. Then what is the power of x? The power of x is 1. There is no number, means here we have the number is 1. Okay. That means here we use the same variable with the same power. Correct. So we not need to consider about the coefficient. What is the coefficient of x in the first? That is 5. What is the coefficient of x in the second? That is 7. Okay, we consider only for the variable. Then we check. Here we use the same variable with the same power. Yes, then is called like. Okay. Then second example, 8x square, 8y square. Okay. Then is very clear, we not use the same variable here. The power is same and the coefficient is same, but the variables are different. Correct. Then the variables are different, then clearly is possible to say is unlike. Okay. Then second one is 3xy square minus 3xy square. That is the first term. 3xy square is the first term. And the second term is minus 7xy square, minus 7xy square. Then we check the variables. What are the variables we using here? The first x and y. Second, there also x and y. Then what is the power of x in the first? That one is 1. What is the power of x in the second? That's also 1. What is the power of y in the first? That is 2. What is the power of y in the second? That is 2. That means variables and powers are equal, so we say these are like. These are like. Correct. Then second one, the next one is minus 8xy square set. The first term is minus 8xy square set. The second term is minus 2y square x set. Minus 2y square x set. Okay. So we think what are the variables we use here? We use the variables in the first x, y and z. Here yes, y, x z, the same x, y, z. Correct, x, y, z. Then we check what is the power of x here. The power of x is 1. What is the power of x here? Is 1. What is the power of z? Yes, 1. What is the power of z? 1. What is the power of y? 2. What is the power of y? 2. Okay. Then here we use the variable, the same variable, and the powers of the variable is also equal, but order is changed. But we not need to consider the order. Okay, we check only for this much. What is there? There we have the same variable with the same power. If we get the same variable with the same power, then the terms are like. Okay. Is any order is not a problem. It's a multiplication. We know that multiplication is commutative, so it's possible to multiply anyway. So this term is called like. The next one, 3xy, 3x square y. Then what are the terms we use? We use the terms 3xy and 3x square y. Then what are the variables? The variables are xy. Here also x and y. Then we check the powers of the variable. What is the power of y? The power of y is 1. In the both cases power of y is 1. But the power of x is 2 in the second. The power of x is 1 in the first. So they are not equal. Correct. Here the y power is equal, but x powers are not equal in the both. So what we call it? We call it as unlike. Okay. Then second one. The last one is 8xyz. The second term is 8xyz square. the variable we using here the same x, y, z. Here also x, y, z. What is the different? The power of z is different, correct? We use the same variable in the both cases, but the power of z is different. The second term the power of z is 2, the first term the power of z is 1. So this is called unlike. Okay, is very important for adding and subtracting the expression. We must be know what are the like terms, otherwise it's not possible to doing that ones. Clear? So I think you got it the idea. If the terms contain the same variable with the same power, ഒരേ വാരിയബിളുമായിരിക്കണം, അതിന് ഒരേ പവറും ആയിരിക്കണം, അങ്ങനെ വരുന്ന ടേംസിനെയാണ് എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത്? ലൈക്ക് എന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്നത്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അൺലൈക്ക്. ക്ലിയർ?